In South Africa, the Constitution has got plenty rights for the South African people to exercise. So then we started in 2005 trying to grow up, trying to build up our movement called Abahlali baseMjondolo, the shed dwellers, because we were saying enough is enough. We are no longer being ignored. We are no longer sit down and looking at the people using our own democracy in their own way. So then, in 2005, we started the movement of Abahlali baseMjondolo. That movement started whereby we started by blocking the roads. That was a high road next to Kennedy Road. That is where public transport, and everybody is busy. We started as a community. We were not aware of being the shed dwellers by then, because we were just trying to fight for our rights, for the respect and the promotion of the dignity of the shed dwellers. So by then we have noticed that we need to mobilize as much as we can, because in South Africa, if you may just sit down and relax and look at the government, nothing will happen to you. Okay, let me go then on how we do it. All the details and all what was happening by then, you'll get up from this kind of paper. First of all, I wish to thank the Foundry Theatre for giving us this opportunity to share a gift and a contribution to our world. I also wish to take this opportunity to thank Abahlali baseMjondolo Movement South Africa, or the shed dwellers. The movement has the movement that has entrusted me with a mandate to share with you how shed dwellers in the post-apartheid South Africa have struggled to survive. A neoliberalism, which is very modern kind of a new apartheid. In this new form of apartheid, we are still divided into those that count and those that do not, those who can live in the cities, those that cannot, those that are allowed to speak, those that are not, those must burn, those that are safe. I am honored to be among comrades from all around the world. I knew that I would learn many important lessons from all comrades here. For years, the NGOs and the academics will represent the struggle of the poor in South Africa at international forums. It has been a long struggle for us to get to the point where we can represent ourselves in this space. We wish to be very clear that some of the NGOs and the academics have resisted our demand that we were able to think and to speak to ourselves with as much hatred for our humanity as the state. We drew a clear line between those who are willing to struggle with the poor to become part of us, and those that insist on their right to think and to speak for the poor. Abahlali was formed out of anger, hunger, frustrations. It developed out of a road blockade in Durban in March 2005, in which 14 comrades were arrested and charged with the public violence. This road was blocked. This road block was organized in a segment called Abastali Basemjondo, or Kennedy Road. At this time, none of us knew what the future entailed for the shack dwellers in Kennedy Road, who refused to be excluded from the fruits of our democracy and from development. A democracy that has to come to save the interest of a few, while the majority of South Africans continue to live in a deep poverty. At this time, some of us knew that the future entitled to have the shack dwellers in Kennedy Road refused to entitle the fruits of our democracy from the development, and a democracy that has to come to save the interest of the few, while the majority of South Africans continue to live in deep poverty. The first thing that the movement did after it was formed was to define itself before someone else could define us. It was already clear that we were seen as the people who do not count in our own society. It was very clear that the state and the NGOs wanted to define us. We realized that the shack dwellers are presented as a people who are helpless and usefulness, as a people that need an NGO intervention or academic who will give us a good education in politics and even provide us with a political directions. We refused this. We defined ourselves by processing of discussing our situation and coming to our own conclusions about what we are, what we need, and how we can struggle for it. We mobilized shack dwellers and the poor communities around common goal and understanding. We started advocating for land and housing in our cities, pushing for the upgrading of informal settlements and against forced evictions. We are still pushing for the right to the city of the poor. We stage protests, marches, with petitions, with picketing outside state or municipality offices. And yes, we hold candles light, which is vigilance, and etc. We also engage in indirect actions. We connect ourselves to electricity, we occupy lands. The state has also engaged, the state has proven to the people of South Africa that the only language that they understood is protest. We forced them to accept our humanity. Without organization and protest, there is no progress. That is why we adopted the No Land and the No House and the No Vote campaign. This is to put pressure on the authorities to listen to our plight and take us seriously. But it is also because we do not want to give our poor, our power away to the politicians that use the people as leaders. We want to keep our power for ourselves. We want to build our own power from the group up, from the ground up. We believe that our struggle is our school. This is where we have created the University of Abastali Basemjondo, the shack dwellers. This is our own politics, our own political school where we learn from one another. We learn from our meetings and we learn from the courtrooms. But most importantly, we have learned from the old and the young women and men. Our meetings are center of our movement. This is where we discuss and think together. We talk things through until we come to a common understanding. Comrades from America are often shocked on how our meetings are and at how many meetings we have. But the meetings are at the foundations of our struggle. We have made alliances with those few NGOs that are willing to engage us as comrades rather than children. We hold paralegal workshops in collaborations with the legal NGOs such as Social Economic Rights of South Africa, in brackets, SERI. And other partners, we also hold political schools that help us become who we are today. Abahlali, or the Shepdollahs, have produced a new political that we call a living politic. It is a living politic because it is understood by the old and the young. The education and the educated and the uneducated. It is the politic that speaks to the fact that we have no water and no electricity in the shacks, or that it has become too expensive, while in fact, as Nigano Dabankulu, as you may just watch the movie tomorrow, says, I quote, "Our lives need services," unquote. Everyone can see the justice of this politics. Everyone can own this politics together. This is the politics that drives us. This politics reject the political system that encourage a top-down development approach that is sometimes against the will of the people. It is the politics that carried us in 2009 when the state-backed gang attacked us in Kennedy Road and drove many of us, including myself, from our homes. It is very clear that South Africa is one of the most unequal societies in the world, and that the gap between the rich and the poor continue widening. We believe that the problems that we confront are the politics and not technical. We believe that we should build the power of the poor from below. We also believe that freedom and equality can only be achieved when the poor themselves take charge and lead themselves in their own lives. The movement has won many victories, including the victory against the Slums Act, which was a piece of legislation that aims of bulldozing all Shepdollahs in the province without a safeguard that all the policies and the national legislation provides. It was a war on the poor. The Constitutional Court found these legislations invalid, inconsistent with a constitution. We have stopped most of evictions that our shared communities are facing in our cities. We have once struggled against the criminalizations of activities by the state. For example, in the case of Kennedy Road, we have successfully protected our space of our living politics, and we have made our own international connections. However, the Shepdollahs is not a perfect movement, or Abahlali is not a perfect movement. We have many challenges as well. Repression has damaged our movement. Some of our members who were displaced by the violence in Kennedy Road. In 2005 remains homeless. The state still refused to provide services needed by our communities, or even to listen for that matter. The shark fires, foods, floods, crimes, disease caused by neglect of the state, and the agencies continue. There is still no political will from our government to oppose the corruption in the government. The politicizations of services, deliveries, or economic system that continue to make some of us poor and the others rich. We were supposed to be quiet, or to be kept shut, to be a good boys and girls, while others discussed our lives for us. We have, despite a serious resistance from the state and the NGOs, succeeded in taking our own place in the world as a people that think and have a right to participate in all discussions. However, we have a very, very long way to go before we are strong enough to stop this very modern apartheid that continues to divide us into a rich and a poor. People that count and the people that do not count, people that must burn and the people that can be saved. People that are allowed to think and to speak, and the people that are supposed to be silent in the dark corners. But we know that we are not alone. The people are struggling all over South Africa. People are struggling all over the world. Together we are stronger. Together we shall triumph.
Yabonga mphakathi, igama lami ngumazwi wakanzimande, ngiqhamuka endaweni yaseLamontville. Indawo yaseLamontville inamathini nayo futhi awu2. Laphayana ke thina siyibiza ngeSilver Town, lenye siyibiza ngeSilver City because lela dolobha basakhele lona linokucwebezela nje. La ngiyabona ukuthi hayi kusacwebezeli, ikhombisa ngokusobathi ekudala abantu befikile la. Inhlangano yethu yabahlali ukuthi inhlangano esaseyincane kakhulu, inhlangano esayingane yakhiwe nje ngo2005. So njengoba sikhona nathi siyingane sithi masifika kule nhlangano sifike singene sithi khaxa. Sase sibona ukuthi isithunzi somuntu ohlala eMjondo la siko. Ake sibuyele thina sithi sifuna izindlu. Izona zonke izinto lezi ezenze inhlangano yethu njengabahlali. Thina ke njengabantu abakhona njengabahlali baseMjondo sizoyidefend izwe lethu ukuthi silidefenda kanjani kusho lutho. Okokuqala imithetho sesiyayazi ukuthi isetshenziswa kanjani. Bonke abantu mabalingane phambi komthetho. Amandla!
Our main objective ukuthola imikhaso siphume kulamathini. Kenishayele ikhwela ukuthi labo 3 months ababesithembise bona sithi sesikhathele ukuhlala la. Yabo kunengane ezazalelwa la namhlanje exoxa indaba. Kunabantu abano 6 years la. Abantu they are sick and tired. Manje mina ke ngithi asibe united thina sodwa sibambane sikhethe ikomiti silazi siphinde futhi senze ubulungu kubahlali.
Qina mhlali qina.
Ubhalisa abantu ababisabona into okubhalisa.
Bakhona abantu abamsapotha ubuthi.
Akubanjiswana la sisonke nje mina ayikho into ehlula abantu mabebambene ukubambisana nje nenza umsebenzi.
We are all agreed that there is a serious crisis in our country. We are being forced off our land and out of our cities. For too long, have we been subject to evictions from our homes. Therefore, we demand an immediate end to all evictions so that people can live in peace and security. For too long, the promise of housing has been downgraded to forced removal to a transit camp. These transit camps are more like prisons. Therefore, we demand an immediate and permanent end to all transit camps.
As far as I know, Abba Flali sent delegates to the United States on 3 occasions, and on every one of those occasions, they've sent different people. And Mzakwe, in fact, is the president for this year. And so next year it will be somebody else. And this is one of his first actually public events. Our next presenter is Rafael Litvin Villas-Boas. He is an activist in the Movimento Sem Terra, the landless workers movement of Brazil. He is a coordinator of their National Cultural Committee and is going to present. He has the support of an interpreter, a Snyder, in New York.
Hello? Well, I'm from Brazil. I don't speak English so well, only for survive. So I will work with Snyder here, okay? Então, antes de mais nada, eu gostaria de agradecer a organização do The Foundry, na figura da Melanie, do RJ.
So before we start, I would like to thank the Foundry, and I would like to thank personally RJ and Melanie.
E ao Snyder, que faz parte de uma rede de apoio de amigos do MST, que nós temos em vários países, e aqui em Nova York, ele é uma das figuras que nos apoia, que nos representa, que nos ajuda.
And I also like to thank Snyder, who's a member of a group of people called the Friends of the MST, that have working groups in different cities of the country and in the world. And Snyder is part of the group here in New York.
Essa é a nossa bandeira.
This is our flag.
Vou colocá-la aqui no chão, mas eu queria mostrá-la rapidamente para explicar que nós somos um movimento nacional. Nós estamos em 24 dos 27 estados do Brasil.
So I wanted to show you that this is our flag. We're a national movement, and we have a presence in 24 of the 27 states of Brazil.
Nós somos hoje 23 milhões de trabalhadores rurais sem terra, mas organizados pelo MST, talvez nós cheguemos a 2 milhões.
So there is about 23 million peasants without land in Brazil, but we have organized about a little over 2 million of them.
Para vocês terem uma ideia da nossa luta, 1% de proprietários de terra detém 46% de toda a terra agricultável brasileira.
So you have an idea of what kind of struggle we have. About 1% of the landowners own 46% of the arable land in Brazil.
Nós estamos aqui porque nós somos um movimento internacionalista. E acredito que o convite reconhece essa frente de luta do MST.
So we are here because we are an internationalist type of movement. We are looking for solidarity and we want to make presence and understand the struggles around the world.
E nós entendemos que hoje o que está em jogo não é uma disputa entre doutrinas, ideologias. Nós nos pautamos pelo seguinte: ou nós
we understand that it's not a play between doctrines. It's a lot more that's a play. It's a more global. We have to have a bigger picture.
Ou nós acabamos com o capitalismo, ou ele acaba com o planeta.
And one is to end capitalism, or capitalism is going to end with the planet. It's going to finish the planet.
Nós somos socialistas, mas não é que o capitalismo vai acabar com os socialistas. Ele vai acabar com o planeta.
And while we might be socialists, it's not that capitalism is going to end with, it's going to finish or terminate socialism. It's going to terminate the planet.
Isso nos coloca uma exigência de aprender com todas as formas de luta que vieram antes de nós e a humildade de reconhecer as novas formas que têm aparecido e talvez superado as formas antigas.
So it gives us the responsibility to learn from the old forms of struggle and to have a capacity for humility to learn what has worked in the past and what we can go to in the future.
Por isso eu agradeço as companheiras e os companheiros do Movimento Justiça de Bairro aqui do Harlem, em Nova York, pela aula que me deram ontem lá no bairro com o Miguel, que nos levou a mim e ao Schneider para conhecer como eles se organizam.
So I want to thank the people from Justicia para el Barrio who took us to Harlem yesterday and showed us their struggle and the neighborhood.
E agradeço a vocês e a minha organização pela oportunidade de conhecer o que é uma cidade de exceção, o que é Nova York, o que isso significa para o mundo.
So, and I want to thank the organization and so to give me the opportunity to come to New York to learn what New York is, to learn what the world is and what's going on here.
Como uma cidade de exceção. An exception city.
Such an exceptional city, New York.
Eu entendi mais porque o governo americano depende tanto das guerras ao conhecer Nova York.
So now, I have to try to understand why the American government depends so much on wars. And as I have to come here to New York to learn that.
E eu sei que aqui esforços de muitos trabalhadores, não só norte-americanos, estão presentes para construir uma cidade tão bela, tão promissora.
And I understand there is a lot of workers here, not just Americans, but a lot of workers who have come here to build such a beautiful and promising city.
É possível sentir o cheiro aqui em Nova York da soja, da América do Sul, do feijão, do algodão, da madeira, da pólvora.
So you can feel in the city the presence of certain products from Latin America, of cotton, of wood, of raw materials that come here.
Mas é possível ver também aqui a liberdade e o espaço para o diálogo, como esse que a gente está agora construindo aqui, um espaço para tolerância e um espaço para emancipação.
But it is also possible to have a space for dialogue, for conversation, for learning, for tolerance, for getting to know each other.
E é com essa expectativa que a gente queria falar, o MST, a partir da relação entre Brasil e Estados Unidos, mas mais do que isso, a relação entre centro e periferia, para falar como nós lutamos. How we do it.
So it is the expectative of what is going to be what I'm going to be talking about, or we're going to be talking about, and that expectative is to talk about the MST, about the relationship between Brazil and the United States, and very particularly the relationship between downtown or the financial centers and the margins of the people who live in the margins, who are marginalized in that urban setting.
Nós somos uma colônia, nós tivemos escravidão como vocês, nós fomos colônia de Portugal, da Inglaterra, da França e depois da Segunda Guerra dos Estados Unidos.
And so, you know, we are a colony as well. We have been a colony of many countries. We were a colony of Portugal, of England, of France, and after World War II, a colony of the United States.
E uma das formas de mostrar contra o que nós lutamos nós trouxemos um vídeo de 1 minuto de um banco, a bankster, like Andrew Smith said yesterday, que é muito competente em sua forma estética de construção. Eu queria mostrar isso para vocês.
So I want to show you who a representation of who the enemy is, and so to show you who this symbol of the enemy is, I want to show you a video, a really short video, 1 minute, that shows who are we struggling against, and it's a bank, and how the bank tries to portray itself as a really good for earth and for people, and it tries to have a great image of itself.
E depois de ver o vídeo, aí eu vou explicar como é que, diante dessa estrutura de poder, o MST tenta se organizar com outros movimentos para sobreviver e para mostrar que é possível fazer política e organizar a sociedade de outra forma.
So after the video, I'm going to explain how the MST works, how we organize, and how we face this enemy, and how it is possible to build a better future for everybody that is more inclusive.
O Brasil é mais que um país de futebol. É o país da agricultura e pecuária, onde o Bradesco tem presença há mais de 60 anos, financiando produtores de todos os tamanhos.
So Bradesco has been financing small, medium and large producers, the private entrepreneurship in the country for over 60 years.
É o país da diversidade e da
It's a country diversity,
da iniciativa privada em equilíbrio com o setor público.
and it is
O Bradesco tem presença em todas as classes.
we support the private initiative and the public initiative in the same way. Bradesco has thousands of points of customer service all throughout the country.
País do futuro.
Brazil is the country of the future.
O Brasil é presença.
Brazil has presence
O Brasil.
in the world, and Bradesco has presence in Brazil.
Esse vídeo traduz bem a posição que é do governo brasileiro, mas que também é do sistema financeiro internacional em relação ao Brasil.
So it's a video that shows the image of the presence of the bank and the government of Brazil, inside Brazil, but also how they try to position Brazil into the world.
Nós vamos ser inseridos como um dos grandes países porque nós continuamos exportando matéria-prima para os países do centro.
So what it is, the reality is that we are going to keep being a small country that keeps exporting all these raw materials to the countries that have the great centers of the financial centers.
Nós temos água, minério e terra em abundância.
We have water, we have minerals, we have land, we have an abundance of things.
E qual é a coalizão de poder que está em jogo no Brasil? O agronegócio, que tem investimento internacional, o sistema financeiro e o governo federal, estadual, municipal.
So what is the at play here is the what we call the agribusiness, the land business of multinational corporations that have a presence in Brazil and try to take over the land, and they have a federal government that plays into that game at every level, from national, state, and city level.
Para que eles consigam fazer isso, eles precisam impedir que as contradições aflorem, assomem a superfície.
So the way they do it is try to impede these contradictions to come up to the surface. They want to hide it.
Rapidamente as contradições. Não sei se vocês sabem, mas nós somos o último país do mundo a abolir a escravidão.
And some of the contradictions are, for example, I don't know if you guys know, but we were basically the last country to abolish slavery in the world.
Nós somos a segunda maior nação negra do mundo. Só a Nigéria tem uma população de pessoas negras maior do que a brasileira. Nós temos 80 milhões de pessoas negras, mais da metade quase da população.
And so you know, we are the second largest country of black people, of Afro-descent people, only second to Nigeria. There is 7 million of Afro-descended people in Brazil.
Or more.
Or more?
Yeah.
Or
E como vocês viram, os negros estão na plateia no vídeo, assim como estão são espectadores dessa propaganda de progresso brasileiro. Eles não vão ser contemplados. Mais uma vez, metade da população brasileira não vai ser contemplada.
And as you can see, there was black people in the audience and during the game and you know, watching this ad and these images happening, and they are not expected to participate. The same way a lot of people, even though, you know, more than half of Brazil are not expected to participate in the system.
Nós não tivemos uma marcha para o oeste como vocês tiveram, e nós não tivemos a força das lutas por direitos civis como vocês tiveram. Nós não tivemos Martin Luther King, uma Rosa Parks, Malcolm X.
So but the thing is, we didn't have a civil rights movement like you did. We didn't have that. We didn't have a Rosa Parks, a Malcolm X, a Martin Luther King.
Nós ainda temos 14 milhões de analfabetos no país e mais de 25 milhões de analfabetos funcionais, que só assinam o nome, mas não sabem interpretar o que lê.
But we're a country that has over 14 million people who cannot read and write, and about 25 million who can read and write at a very, very basic level, and they call them functional illiteracy.
E para acabar essa informação de base, nós somos recordistas na exportação de soja, de feijão, de cana, de açúcar e de telenovelas.
And we are the leading exporters of soy, of soybeans, beans, sugarcane, and soap operas.
Então, é um país muito violento e a publicidade, a ficção, tem que ajudar a consolidar a neutralização das contradições no país.
So it is a really violent country. So the media and the image that has to be shown has to try to consolidate and hide those contradictions that happen in the country.
Now the point. How we do it. O que fazer num país como esse? Como lutar num país como esse?
So what to do in a country like that? How to struggle in a country like that?
1.400 trabalhadores, lideranças foram assassinadas nos últimos 20 anos de luta pela terra no Brasil.
Over 1,400 organizers have been killed in the country
Nos últimos 20 anos.
In the last 20 years.
Nos últimos 2 anos, 10 companheiros meus de luta tombaram em combate. Não é um combate armado, foram assassinados. 10.
And in the last 2 years, over 10 comrades of the struggle have been assassinated and fallen in combat, but not in an armed combat, in the combat of the everyday struggle.
We are not armed, we are murdered. Okay? Bom, diante disso, nós começamos a nos organizar para, inicialmente, ocupar a terra. Um país que foi o último a abolir a escravidão, não fez a marcha para o oeste, não distribuiu a terra para a maioria da sua população.
So even much before that, we decided to organize, and we organized to take over an occupied land, and which was really necessary in a country that didn't have an agrarian reform that abolishes slavery and things like that, but didn't really provide land for people.
Mas nós percebemos muito rapidamente que não bastava ocupar as terras. A gente precisava, além da terra, de uma outra escola, de uma outra cultura, de uma outra saúde e de um outro tipo de governo.
But we realized that land was not enough. We could take over land, but there's still a lot of stuff that we needed. And we realized we needed education, we needed culture, we needed health, and we needed a different type of government.
Nós percebemos que nós não sobreviveríamos se nós só ocupássemos a terra. Nós tínhamos que dominar o meio de produção da terra, mas para sobreviver nós tínhamos que dominar outros meios de produção.
So we realized we weren't going to survive just by occupying land and by controlling the mediums of production of the land. We also had to control other mediums of production.
E pouco a pouco nós percebemos que nós tínhamos o direito de reivindicar a posse de todos os meios de produção. Da produção agrícola, a produção cultural, a produção de cinema, de teatro, a produção de poemas, a produção de outros métodos pedagógicos.
And so we realized that we also had to take over and had the right to other mediums of production. The medium beyond the agricultural mediums of production. The cultural mediums of production are making movies and theater and poems and
outros métodos pedagógicos.
And another teaching elements.
Então, nós fomos criando setores de atuação, e esses setores estão presentes desde os acampamentos, desde o primeiro momento de ocupação, até os assentamentos, e mais hoje do que isso. Hoje nós nos organizamos, nós temos uma universidade nossa, e temos parcerias com várias outras universidades públicas brasileiras.
So we created the theater sector, an acting sector, and from the beginning, and they were present in the encampments, and they were present in the settlements, and then we took it all the way to the university, and in our own university, and then we created partnerships with other public universities in the country.
Nós temos mais de 2.000 escolas de ensino médio e fundamental para crianças e adolescentes.
We have over 2,000 schools for basic education to elementary.
E nós temos parcerias com mais de 50 universidades públicas brasileiras.
And we have partnerships with over 50 public universities in Brazil.
Nós começamos a formar nossos primeiros doutores há 3 anos atrás. Hoje nós já temos mais de 15 doutores formados, pessoas que entraram acampadas e que se tornaram doutores.
And we started educating our own doctors about 3 years ago, and now we have about 15 doctors on our own movement that started in the encampment, and now they are doctors in the movement.
Desde o início nós entendemos que se nós nos restringíssemos à terra e ao nosso local, à nossa cidade, nós iríamos ser esmagados como outros movimentos de luta no Brasil tinham sido esmagados antes.
So from the beginning we realized we could not get stuck at the local level. We could not get stuck in our cities, and we could not get stuck on our piece of land, because we would be defeated like so many other movements in Brazil were defeated before.
Por isso, o caráter nacional do movimento é uma tática de sobrevivência.
That's why the character of the national movement is a tactic to survive.
E além de ser uma tática de sobrevivência, é uma tática de pressão. Nós estamos, desde a semana passada, numa jornada nacional de luta pela reforma agrária.
So, beyond being a survival tactic, it's also a present tactic. Last week we had a day of struggle for the land.
Que é comemorada em toda a época, o dia 17 de abril, que foi o dia, em 1996, de uma chacina, um massacre, em que morreram 19 trabalhadores rurais sem terra, num estado chamado Pará.
And the day we celebrate this day of struggle is the April 7th, which we commemorate the massacre in 1996 of 19 land workers in the state of Pará.
Commemorate is not the better word to do because there are some
Remembrance?
19 murders. Remembrance, yes.
Remembrance? Anybody can come up with a better word to say
It's
it.
not commemorate, but it's not commemorate. It's to
Memorialize?
Honor?
No dia em que aconteceu esse massacre, a Via Campesina, que é uma organização internacional de camponeses, estava reunida na América Central. E em homenagem aos mortos, esse dia foi declarado Dia Internacional de Luta pela Terra.
So Via Campesina, which is the international organization, the international umbrella for all these movements for land, had a meeting in Central America, and they declared that day the day of to honor the fallen comrades of the struggle for land.
Para vocês terem uma ideia da força da ação nacional nessa jornada, só no estado da Bahia, mais de 30 ocupações de terra foram feitas.
So you understand the force this day of action has at the national level. Just in the state of Bahia, over 30 pieces of land were occupied that day.
Nós bloqueamos pedágios nas autoestradas, nós ocupamos prédios públicos, nós damos palestras nesses dias, nós distribuímos alimentos nesses dias.
So we do all sorts of things. We blockade the roads, we take over public lands, we distribute food to people. It's many different actions that day.
E nós fazemos várias jornadas durante o ano em outras datas. Por isso, nós somos eleitos pela direita brasileira como o principal inimigo, no sentido de ser um movimento desestabilizador da ordem no Brasil.
So we do many different actions a year, not just that. It's many different days throughout the year. So that's why we have been called a destabilizing force in the country.
Nós atacamos a propriedade privada, o que é um princípio sagrado do capitalismo. Isso irrita muito os proprietários de terra.
And we do attack private property, which is like the sacred cow of capitalism. and the landowners do not like that.
Mas nós atacamos as terras improdutivas, aquelas grandes quantidades de terra que não produzem alimentos, ou as terras que têm produção, mas produção de monocultivo, de eucalipto ou de soja, e que são terras de multinacionais.
So we do the takeover of the land. We do our land that are not in production, that are sitting idle, or we do try to take over land that are actually in production but are single crop land, say eucalyptus production or soy production only.
E muitos movimentos têm nascido a partir da existência do MST, como uma forma de retomada das lutas da classe trabalhadora após os 20 anos de ditadura que nós tivemos em nosso país.
And so the movement of the MST has inspired other movements that have taken over other struggles, like the working class struggle, and after we had as a result, there was a dictatorship during many years in Brazil, for over 20 years.
Em 2005 nós fizemos uma marcha com 12 mil pessoas de uma cidade chamada Goiânia até Brasília, e era tão grande a marcha, e ela tinha uma estrutura tão complexa de organização, que até o exército brasileiro estudou a logística da marcha como um exemplo de organização.
So, for example, in 2005 we have a march in Goiânia that had over 2,000 people. And it was such a complex march. It was so... 12,000. I'm sorry. I don't think about the number.
12 mil.
12,000, sorry. 12,000 people. It was such a big and complex march that it became a case study on how to organize marches and do the logistics for it.
Mas a marcha não apareceu na televisão, só apareceu depois do 17º dia, quando a gente chegou em Brasília. O setor de inteligência da polícia provocou uma briga com 3 ou 4 da marcha, e a polícia estava preparada para transformar aquilo numa grande confusão. E 17 dias de marcha, de tentativa de comunicação com a sociedade, não conseguiram cumprir a sua tarefa.
And this march with such amount of people never showed up in the media, never showed up in the news. It was only after 17 days when the march finally arrived in Brasilia, the police tried to confuse things and start trouble with 3 or 4 people in the march. And that's what they covered, that's what they talked about. Even though for 17 days all these people were marching all the way to Brasilia, trying to talk and engage the government, and it never happened.
O último exemplo, em 2007, nós fizemos o 5º Congresso Nacional do MST, com 17 mil pessoas, e novamente foi o maior congresso de camponeses já feito na América Latina, com a presença de mais de 150 países e pessoas de outras organizações apoiando. E, de novo, a grande imprensa brasileira nada deu. Então é um bloqueio muito forte. Mais de 140, 150 pessoas de organizações diferentes.
So in 2007 we had our last National Congress, and there were over 140, that are my numbers now, 140 people from different organizations attended, and there were 1,000. 17,000. A lot of people.
17,000 people, and 150 people from other organizations.
Other organizations from 150 countries. Tá, obrigado. And of course this also was not shown in the media at all.
Então a sociedade brasileira, que se forma pela televisão, tem medo de nós, ou acha que nós não queremos trabalhar, acha que nós não somos uma opção. As classes populares com quem nós trabalhamos, com quem nós nos articulamos, obviamente tem outra opinião.
So the image on TV that they have is that these are, lazy people, and that they should be feared. However, the working class that we work with understand better what we do.
For finish, eu vou só mostrar umas imagens e explicar.
So to end, I would like to show some photos, and I'll explain what's going on.
Uma das táticas de luta nossa é o teatro.
One of the tactics that we utilize of our struggle is theater. Essa mulher entrou no meio de uma cerimônia oficial que ia premiar a mulher de referência da alta sociedade no Rio Grande do Sul, um governo muito autoritário, e fez um discurso contra o agronegócio, contra os venenos. Ela está com uma caveira no peito e está se confrontando diretamente com a governadora do estado do Rio Grande do Sul, chamada Ieda Crucis. And so in this action, this is a woman that went into a ceremony that was having with upper class women, and directly confronted the governor of a really repressive state called Rio Grande do Sul, and confronted the governor about the agro business that has utilizing poisonous chemicals in food and the land.
Isso no dia 8 de março.
March 8th.
Dia Internacional das Mulheres.
The International Day of Women.
Bom, aqui um exemplo de lutas. Nós lutamos no nosso território, mas muitas das lutas que a gente faz são lutas internacionais, porque são contra empresas transnacionais. Então, os interesses que a gente afeta não são interesses só da classe dirigente brasileira, mas são interesses americanos, por exemplo, não de vocês, obviamente, mas das empresas norte-americanas que atuam em nosso território.
So a lot of the actions we do are not just focused on national issues and companies, but also on the international level, because multinational corporations are everywhere and affecting everybody and affecting us. So here we have an action against Bush and the United States, and it's not against you per se, it's against the government of the United States and what they do.
Aqui há uma luta também das mulheres, que reúnem vários movimentos da Via Campesina, além do MST. Por exemplo, o movimento de mulheres camponesas. Esse lenço rosa na cabeça.
And it's also a coalition of different groups under the umbrella of Via Campesina. It's a women's day of action. And we have a female leader. Nome?
Movimento de mulheres camponesas.
The movement of peasant women.
Você pode ler a frase?
Sim. Against imperialism, the popular sovereignty of the Amazonia.
Uma das nossas empresas mineradoras foi privatizada. Ela chamava Vale do Rio Doce, hoje ela chama Vale. O trem no Pará passa dentro de um assentamento do MST. Aí fica fácil. E demora meia hora para o trem passar 3 vezes por dia com minério até o porto.
So there is this mines, and there is this multinational mining company there in this area, and this train line goes right through the middle of settlement. And these trains go by about 3 times a day, and it takes about 30 minutes for these trains to get by.
São muitos vagões carregados de minério passando 3 vezes ao dia para fora do país.
And so imagine that's 3 times a day for 30 minutes, a really, really long train with many cars, just carrying minerals out of the country.
Hoje em dia a gente está criando o movimento dos trabalhadores da mineração para enfrentar com mais força essa luta que não é propriamente uma luta agrária como a do MST.
So there is now a movement trying to organize the mining workers, which is not a land struggle like the MST, but is a struggle that we support.
Aquela foto da criança mostra o seguinte: na luta vão todos, vamos todos, homens, mulheres e crianças. E nós temos hoje 3 gerações no MST. A primeira geração, que é a que formou o MST, a segunda geração, que tem a minha idade, 30 e poucos anos, e uma terceira geração de adolescentes que já nasceram nos assentamentos, nos acampamentos e que vêm com uma formação já própria, desenvolvida pelo MST.
So when in the movement everybody takes part, we go with everybody, the woman, the man, the children, and now inside the movement we have 3 generations that are part of it. We have the ones that formed the movement, the first generation. We have my generation, which is around 34 years old, who have been part of the movement for a long time. But then there is a 3rd generation that actually born in the movement and have been formed inside the movement, have been growing up inside the movement.
Aqui é uma ação das mulheres da Via Campesina contra uma área de plantio de eucalipto de uma empresa chamada Aracruz, que faliu no Brasil depois dessas ocupações.
And here is a day of action of women against this eucalyptus growing company called Aracruz, that actually they decided to leave Brazil after these days of action.
Depois dessas ações foi denunciado publicamente o quão danoso era para a natureza o monocultivo de eucalipto. E a própria imprensa começou a falar mal e a atacar a Aracruz. E ela não propriamente acabou, ela se juntou com outra empresa também multinacional europeia. Ou seja, mas pelo menos a marca dela e essa empresa não existe mais.
And so even after the action, even the media was talking against it and talking about how poisonous it was and how bad it was for the land. But then Aracruz pulled out. However, they joined with another company, with a European company, but the name, their brand actually disappeared.
Aquelas imagens mostram um momento, há mais ou menos 10 anos atrás, em que nós percebemos que a gente tinha que começar a fazer luta contra o capital transnacional. E foi difícil para nós, porque o inimigo é muito maior, é muito mais poderoso, e a gente precisa daí ter articulações internacionais muito mais fortes para confrontar esse tipo de empresa.
So this is photos from an action from about 10 years ago when we had started coming to concepts of attacking the international capital, which is a much bigger struggle, a more difficult struggle, and that's when we realized we had to create international links so that we can create a joint front.
Aqui é só a título de ilustração, é o Cristo Redentor no Rio de Janeiro e uma ação do MST na base lá do Cristo Redentor, mas para dizer que nós somos um movimento que nasce influenciado muito fortemente pela Igreja Católica. Mas depois essa influência tende a receber outras influências, de outras organizações, de outras religiões e de outras formas de fazer política e organização social.
And so the interesting thing about this image and the date of action, if you can see, is the symbol of Rio de Janeiro, the Christ Redemptor. And it becomes symbolic as well because the movement actually was heavily inspired by the church. And however, as the movement progressed, it gained other influences, other religions came to influence the movement, and it became more of a secular movement.
Bom, as duas últimas fotos são fotos de ações culturais que nós chamamos místicas, que são uma espécie de, entre aspas, performance de intervenção política, para lembrar fatos, rememorar situações e fortalecer valores da nossa luta, princípios da nossa luta.
So the last two pics, the last two photos you're going to show is what we call the místicas. Which is sort of like a performance. It is a way that we do these ceremonies to remember facts, to remember the struggle, to remember people, and to strengthen our ideas.
Aqui é uma ocupação de prédio público.
And here is the occupation of a public space.
Uma das formas de luta nossa, que é, enfim, o stencil, né, como muitas organizações.
And of course we use different media like stencils, like many other organizations.
Aqui é a chegada da marcha que eu falei que foi recebida com muita violência em 2005 em Brasília.
And here is the picture of that march I talked about when they arrived in Brasilia, and that was received with a lot of violence.
Aqui é o Congresso Nacional e nós estamos de costas para o Congresso Nacional, assistindo a nossa representação sobre a justiça, a nossa crítica sobre a justiça no Brasil, ali naqueles bonecos gigantes embaixo.
So this is the whole of the National Congress in Brazil, and we are with our backs towards it, facing our own representation of justice and social justice over here.
São 270 atores participaram de um processo longo, de um trabalho com Augusto Boal e outras companhias, para a gente montar uma espécie de pageant, um teatro procissão, sobre a história da luta pela terra pelo ponto de vista dos trabalhadores.
So about 270 actors participated in trying to create this whole thing that took place here that represented the history of the struggle for land and the workers struggling for land.
A nossa concepção é: a gente tem que produzir nossos próprios alimentos e nós também temos o direito de produzir nossa cultura.
So the idea is that we have the right to produce our own food and to produce our own culture.
Lá atrás a polícia, depois do confronto que eles provocaram com a gente, naquelas luzes.
So you can see over there, there's the police that created the confrontation. Those are the lights you can see in the back.
A mesma cena dentro de um estádio.
Same scene inside a stadium.
Teatro de rua em feiras populares, também representando o agronegócio versus a reforma agrária, numa luta de boxe, que é uma cena clássica do teatro de agitação e propaganda.
So a street theater where they show the struggle of the land reform against the agribusiness, popular education, on the street.
Ocupação de pedágio.
And toll booth occupation.
Uma ocupação clássica de terra, a maneira como a gente entra, arromba a porteira, entra na terra e aí tudo começa o acampamento e tudo.
So this is the classic scene when the land is taken over. You break the logs or whatever you have there, and then you come in and you do the land takeover.
A Singenta assassinou um militante nosso há poucos anos. Essa é a nossa resposta para a Singenta.
So Syngenta killed one of our members, one of the militants, and this is our response to Syngenta. It means killer, assassin.
Então eu queria passar a última sequência aqui, que é como nós lutamos contra as transnacionais, e agora vai aparecer a Praça dos Três Poderes, como nós lutamos contra o Estado brasileiro também. Nós não somos parceiros do Estado brasileiro. Nós não somos autonomistas, para ter um debate bom com o Movimento de Justiça de Bairro que a gente teve ontem com o Miguel, e podemos continuar, mas nós respeitamos, nós defendemos a autonomia dos movimentos sociais em relação ao governo. Nós não somos porque não temos condição de ser. É um bom debate.
So this last set of photos we're going to show, I'm going to show how we are an autonomous group and how we do not depend on the state, we do not work with the state, we work with other groups and we respect the autonomy of every single group that struggles.
Só traduz ali, acusamos os três poderes de impedir a reforma agrária, poder judiciário, legislativo e executivo.
So this says we accuse the three powers to stop agrarian reform, the judicial power, the executive, and the, what's the last one?
Executivo.
Executive power.
Essa é a Praça dos Três Poderes, em Brasília. Para cá está o Palácio do Presidente, Executivo. Para cá o Judiciário. E para cima dessa faixa o Legislativo. Nós colocamos 12 mil pessoas aqui, 17 mil pessoas para dizer isso, porque essa é a nossa posição. Os três poderes não se comprometem com a reforma agrária no Brasil.
So symbolically, we're actually in the center of the three powers. That was the presidential palace on one side, the Congress on the other side, and the judicial hall on the other side. So we're right smack in the middle between them, saying this.
Essa é uma área em que nós destruímos o eucalipto e agora nós estamos plantando sobre o eucalipto o que nós queremos comer e o que nós achamos que a população brasileira deve e precisa comer. É isso, muito obrigado. Espero que no debate a gente possa aprofundar algumas questões.
So we're showing here is that after we take over this piece of land and we destroy the eucalyptus plantation, then we decide to plant the seeds and we're planting things that we think people should eat, things what we need to eat. And with this, I want to end this presentation, and hopefully we'll be able to dialogue more later with the Q&A part.
Now's the part where we have our local respondents join us. I'll introduce each of them one by one and read the bios that we have that they've given us. The first respondent is Raquel Lavina. She's the Program Director for Social Justice Leadership, which works with grassroots organizations across the country to develop and implement transformative organizing. An approach to organizing that recognizes personal and societal liberation as interdependent. To implement this approach, social justice leadership works at the individual, organizational, and societal levels through programs focused on leaders and organizations that are committed to making a more powerful impact in their communities and building a more powerful social justice movement. Give it up for Raquel. Our next delegate is Maria Mercado. She's a representative of Movement for Justice in El Barrio. Founded in 2004, Movement is a majority women, immigrant-led, grassroots community organization that fights for dignity and against neoliberal displacement in East Harlem and beyond. At over 700 members, Movement has built a bottom-up struggle for justice and liberation that operates on a commitment to participatory democracy, self-determination, and autonomy. Movement is part of the Zapatistas' other campaign. Maria is joined by Mikey, who will interpret. Our next guest is Michael Primo. Michael Primo is an artist, an activist, a cultural worker, and organizer dedicated to human rights. His work is rooted in understanding that the telling of untold stories is the path to building power and is key to revolutionary and evolutionary movements. Michael co-created the Housing as a Human Rights Storytelling Project. He works with Organizing for Occupation, a group actualizing the human right to housing through direct action. He's a participant in the Occupy Wall Street movement and is on the board of the Network of Ensemble Theaters. Put Michael to work for a second. Our last guest is Eric N. Eric is a playwright. He's the director of writing for performance at Brown University. He produces the Arts in One World Conference yearly, which engages themes of art and social change. Eric's Solography project is currently in development, a series of 17 plays written over 20 years on the history of the U.S. in the 20th century from the point of view of its genocides. It will be produced at La Mama in New York in November of 2012. Eric. So each guest is, we're going to start with each guest putting forward a question into the space for the presenters. And then from there, we'll move into just a wider range conversation where our presenters can ask questions of them, they can ask more questions of the presenters, and then from there we'll open it out into the room. Raquel, will you begin?
Can I have more? So one question?
Yeah, let's have each person pick out a question.
Okay. Can I first say that I'm incredibly humbled to be on the stage. You know, we do a lot of work in the U.S., but it feels like so little compared to the stories you've told. So I feel really honored and humbled. So I have like 4,000 questions. We don't have time for that, huh? I think maybe start out with one around scale. Something that came up, how big both of the movements you represent are. And so I felt like you were very gracious in saying that, you know, you have criticisms of the president, but not of us. And in some ways, you know, we're part of it too. So I feel like we have a lot of responsibility here to make sure that the movement building we're doing in the U.S. makes change here, but it is also really interdependent and supportive of what happens in other countries. So for me, I come from a community organizing background, and it's more systematic and structured, and at its best, it makes sure that there's accountability and deep roots in poor communities and makes sure that poor people have leadership. With the rise of Occupy Wall Street, it was like broke open how many people could be participating in movement and how many people like totally changed the public conversation. And it has yet to see, you know, how accountable that's going to be in different communities. So my question for you all is, you have like 2 million members, you have hundreds of thousands of members. If I think of all the community organizations I've been in, and you add them all together, there's like maybe 2,000, right? And in Occupy, it's obviously a lot bigger. So I want to know, how do you maintain that there's accountability to members growing and developing their leadership, and also openness, so that we can get to the place of millions of members and make much more of a difference in the country and across the world?
In terms of organizing, as much as I say that we established our organization by the community, the people who are very concerned about their lives being kept in places like shacks in so many years. So then we decided as a community to play a bigger role of organizing ourselves, first of all. So then we've tried by all means to get something like a structure in our organization to make sure that at almost or every time we need to have some kind of discussions amongst ourselves, discussing about the situation that we live under. So that that is ended up to make something like a structure, like the people who may be responsible to communicate with the people, to make our movement on track almost all the time. So that we grew up until we have branches all along South Africa and all along the province, if I may put it that way, because we started in KwaZulu-Natal. So then we decided to go to each and every settlement and visit and discuss the issues that we are under. So then we agree that we need to stand up as the people who are living in a very complicated situation to fight for our freedom as the people in South Africa, as people who are living under the democratic situation, and as a people who have rights in the Constitution, and as a people who may be sometimes used in terms of campaigns, elections, by the political right, if I may put it, political left, if I may put so. So then we decided to have branches. In those branches we have structures. Those structures are interacting with the communities. Those structures have meetings. As much as we have some kind of a national structure whereby the branches has to come into a session like elections, which is a general meeting where we have to elect the members of the national structure through the structures on the ground.
I'm alone now.
Snyder, we're getting water. Snyder, we're getting water.
The people who enter in movement are in movement, on movement, and it's too much better than stay stopped. Time. A gente, no movimento a gente preza pela democracia ascendente. Não é a democracia que vem de cima para baixo, assim, nas instâncias. Ela se constrói de baixo para cima. E de modo que as pessoas todas podem participar da tomada de decisões.
The idea is to construct a movement that has a democratic system from the bottom up, not from the top down. So everybody is ensured a participatory opportunity to participate.
Nós não nos preocupamos que demore para a tomada de decisão, que essa grande base tenha que discutir. É melhor que discuta e que participe e que tenha a visão da estratégia do que fazer as coisas porque outros mandaram de cima.
So we don't worry about what the conclusion is going to be too much, what the decision making is going to be. What we worry about is that people discuss it and talk about it on the grassroots levels, so everybody gets included in the process.
E o primeiro princípio do Movimento Sem Terra é a vida. E isso, diante da história do que foi a esquerda socialista no mundo, faz todo sentido no Brasil. É a vida, não só a nossa vida, mas é a vida do ambiente todo também, é a vida da natureza. Então é uma outra forma de se relacionar com a natureza, de produzir os alimentos e de viver a vida.
And what we focus on is life, and you know how we envision that life, how our relationship with the environment is, how we see nature, how we see the production of food.
Ninguém faz nada obrigado no MST. Você só participa de um setor se você quer participar desse setor. Ninguém te manda participar. O poder é popular.
So you only participate in a sector if you want to participate in a sector. It is, you know, your own volition.
E, por fim, nós, militantes do movimento, a gente aprende a trabalhar para que amanhã nós sejamos dispensáveis da tarefa que hoje nós exercemos. Nós formamos muito mais gente para que amanhã, além de um, tenha 20, 50, 100, 200 e que não seja mais eu. Por exemplo, a vir aqui. Amanhã vai ser outra pessoa, mais nova que eu, formada nos acampamentos, que vai atuar nessa tarefa. E eu vou estar em outras tarefas.
So we make sure that the militants learn, and they learn to work, and everybody gets educated, so that down the line somebody else can do the exact same work. Nobody is totally indispensable. So things will not fall apart when 10, 20, you know, when you become, you know, old and move on, yeah, and etc. So everybody learns from the point of the encampment, and everybody's prepared to take any position, and everybody can move on.
Por fim, antes da pessoa saber que ela está preparada para a tarefa, a organização confia na pessoa e a atribui a tarefa. Então, ao desenvolver a tarefa, a pessoa se forma naquela tarefa. Não é burocrático, né? A pessoa não tem que provar que ela pode fazer algo ou se articular com os outros para que ela receba apoio para fazer. A organização surpreende as pessoas porque ela é muito grande, tem muitas tarefas e ela vai convocar quem quer participar.
So everybody just pick up tasks, and the movement learns how to trust people to pick up those tasks. It's not like you get voted in, or you know, you talk to each other, or there's some bureaucratic process on how you pick up a task. You get trusted with this task, you get expected to do it, and people move on and take responsibility for it.
Maria, would you like that?
Como ya que digo, mi nombre es María Mercado y yo soy miembro del Movimiento por Justicia del Barrio.
So as RJ mentioned, my name is María Mercado and I am a member of Movement for Justice in El Barrio.
En nuestra organización nosotros luchamos por vivienda digna y en contra del desplazamiento.
In our organization, we fight for dignified living conditions and against displacement.
También luchamos por la liberación de la mujer, los inmigrantes, los homosexuales, las lesbianas, los transgéneros, la gente de color y los pueblos indígenas.
We also fight for the liberation of women, people of color, indigenous people, LGBTQ community, and immigrants.
También somos parte de la otra campaña. También somos parte de la otra campaña. Este es un movimiento nacional mexicano iniciado por los zapatistas.
We're also part of the other campaign, a national Mexican movement initiated by the Zapatistas.
Como muchos sabemos, este año es un año electoral aquí y en los Estados Unidos. Aquí en los Estados Unidos y en México. Es un año electoral por la presidencia.
As you all know, this year is an electoral year for the presidency, both here in the United States and in Mexico.
Hay muchos que creen, que piensan que apoyando a algunos políticos o partidos es como vamos a cambiar el mundo.
There are some people who believe that by supporting political parties or politicians, that's the way we're going to change the world.
Nosotros no lo pensamos así, no lo creemos así. Nosotros pensamos que el pueblo, los de abajo, todos los grupos marginados.
But we don't see it that way. We don't believe that's true. We believe that all of the people from below, all marginalized groups,
todos unidos es como podemos lograr cambiar el mundo que queremos para todos.
That together, all of us united, is the way in which we're going to change the world.
Como al comienzo él dijo que mi pregunta es, al comienzo de él comenzar, él dijo que el pueblo, la Constitución era libre. Él podría explicar un poco más por qué si la Constitución es libre, ¿por qué no se entiende que el pueblo irse a todo lo que ellos hicieron, si supuestamente la Constitución del país es libre?
So one question that I would like to ask is, as you mentioned in the beginning, that the Constitution is free. But my question is, if the Constitution is indeed free, why did you all have to do everything you had to do to fight for justice?
In fact, our constitution, I said our constitution is free just simply because we are living in a democratic and society. So where everyone has a right to say something. The only thing that we have, or the only challenge that we have, is a government of ignorance, where there is no one wanted to take responsibility of what the people are saying on the ground.
Es como en nuestra organización, todos nosotros somos la comunidad, el pueblo sencillo y humilde que trabaja en el barrio.
So it's similar to our organization that is composed of all the members of the community, the humble and simple community of El Barrio. We are the ones who make decisions in our organization.
¿Quieres responder también?
Si tiene una respuesta, ¿por qué
A Constituição brasileira é de 1988, depois da última ditadura militar de 20 anos.
So the National Constitution of Brazil from 1978 after the dictatorship.
E nós conseguimos, uma batalha vencida foi colocar na Constituição o Código Agrário, que diz que a terra improdutiva, que não cumpre a sua função social, tem que ser desapropriada.
So one of the triumphs that we gained and something we managed to put into that constitution was that idle land that didn't fulfill its social function could be confiscated.
Isso nos dá respaldo para que a gente não seja acusado de um movimento terrorista dentro do país, embora a direita e os militares sempre queiram nos acusar disso.
So that gives us a little backing so that the movement does not get called a terrorist organization that just steals land or something like that, even though the right wing and the military always tries to claim that we're terrorists.
Então a nossa relação com o Estado e com os partidos, nós não abrimos mão da nossa autonomia.
So our relationship with the government and the political parties is that we sustain our autonomy.
Nós lutamos primeiro e negociamos depois.
But we struggle first and we negotiate later.
Primeiro as marchas, as ocupações, primeiro milhões de pessoas na rua, depois sentar na mesa para negociar.
First we do the marches, we take over the land, we occupy, and we have thousands of people march on the streets, then we sit down to negotiate.
Porque a gente sabe que se a gente fizer o oposto, a gente vai ser cooptado. Não adianta boas intenções. Os líderes sempre podem ser cooptados se não tiver a força da coletividade impulsionando aquela luta.
So you will know anybody can be co-opted. The leaders of a movement can be co-opted. So we have to have the masses there present at every step, so nobody can be co-opted.
Our next two respondents, as I've mentioned before, also self-identify as artists, which is very important for our Acessa Theater Company hosting this gathering. Michael, I'll let you go first.
I don't know where to begin.
All right.
I have so many questions. I give thanks to the community gathered here today. It's an honor to be here among such esteemed dreamers and doers. I have been thinking a lot about actually a communication that Abdulwali sent out recently called Individualism versus Collectivism. And I think very much the challenge that we face globally is this emotional attachment to capitalism, which is as much emotional as it is intellectual. And that sort of puts us on that path of individualism at the expense of collectivism. And if the societies in which we currently exist are based on this notion of individualism, the society in which we want to create is this imbued with this sense of collectivism, which I think is embodied by the work that all of y'all do in some capacity. And the question that I have, it's kind of a large question. I'm trying to make it small as possible, but it relates. The first part of the question is specifically how your organizations or your social movements are specifically organized in terms of the neighborhood assemblies, the small local structures, and what you do to promote these ideas of collectivism and make people understand on an emotional level, whether it's through art and culture or through what I've heard folks at ABM say: if you're being evicted, don't come to a meeting by yourself, come with 100 of your neighbors. And I'm curious if you could talk more about how you sort of break that sort of logic, that emotional logic of capitalist individualism through this notion of collectivism, either through how you're structured or your culture and art practice. Sorry, that's a huge question.
Yeah, in fact, individualism is some kind of someone is thinking on his own, or maybe, let me put it in that way, someone is thinking about himself, not about the others. So sometimes in Abahlali we used to have some people coming to us, running and crying of evictions or some sort of related of evictions by the municipality. Then the first question that we ask, we are saying, where are you from? Are you from the community? Somebody says, yes, I'm from the community. So where is your neighbors? Have you contacted your neighbors before you came here? He said, no, I haven't, because I think I had to come because this is my own problem. So I don't need to tell anybody. I need to come straight to you. Maybe you might help me. We are saying, no, we are not working like that in Abahlali. In fact, we are working collectively. So we need you, instead of coming alone or individually, go and tell your neighbors. Go and tell your friends about your problems. And then your friends might support you. And then when your friends are listening to your problems, then we will come to your place and say, okay, how many of you are supporting this neighbor? Maybe they will come about at a number of 5 or 6 people. Then we are saying, no, that number is okay, it's enough. But we need to plant the visions of Abahlalism, of collectivism, through the communities. That's why we are saying we need at least a number of 50 people. That is where we can at least launch a branch of Abahlali. That is where we will always contact one another, trying to negotiate about the problems, trying to speak about the problems, trying to speak about the challenges in the community, so that we agree that when we agree about the number of 50 people, then in our own constitution says 50 people can make a branch, so that we can go there and make a branch and leave those people together by electing a committee, where this committee is, their responsibilities is to make sure that they have meetings, discussing problems together, trying to come up with the resolutions, trying to influence even more communities or even more members in the community to join Abahlali, because Abahlali is the place whereby we can fight our enemy together. In Abahlali we can even just come up with a good or with a common ideas of how to fight against our enemy, of which is maybe might be a landowner or might be the municipality.
A pergunta é muito boa, como as demais, e a primeira resposta, eu vou contar uma história muito breve.
So it is a really good question, and just to start answering, I'm going to tell a really short story.
Dirigente do Movimento Sem Terra, de um assentamento de Pernambuco, que estava numa tarefa nacional, pegou um avião de Brasília para voltar para o seu estado com o boné na cabeça.
So there was this leader who was from the state of Pernambuco. He was doing an international work, and he was taking a flight back to his city, and he was wearing the red hat.
Nós não, por questão de segurança, os militantes do MST não andam sozinhos com seus símbolos, porque a gente é hostilizado, eventualmente, a gente é orientado nem em território internacional a andar com os símbolos sozinho na rua, sempre coletivamente. A nossa força é coletiva, a gente anda coletivamente.
Because it's become this thing where you never show your symbols when you're alone, because you can be people can bother you. You can be bothered by violence and the state or whatever. So you never wear your symbols when you're alone. You always wear them when you're collectively, when you're with a lot of people.
Mas o militante ele sempre gostava muito de usar o boné, ele entrou no avião. E aí ele escutou a voz do comandante, em determinado momento, chamando ele antes do avião decolar, perguntando, por gentileza, o passageiro com o boné do MST que está no voo, queira se dirigir até a cabine do avião.
So right before the plane takes off, he hears the voice of the captain saying, "Can the passenger with the MST hat come to the front of the cabin?"
And he think, oh no, my God, what I do? Eu não vou poder voar nesse avião. O que aconteceu? Vão me proibir de voar porque eu tô com o boné?
So he's thinking, I'm gonna be banned from the flight. I'm not gonna be able to be in this plane with my little MST hat.
E o piloto perguntou para ele se ele era de fato militante do MST e contou a seguinte história. Em 1997, nós fizemos uma marcha no ano seguinte ao massacre dos 19 sem terra. E quando ele chegava em Brasília, no voo, ele passou por cima da marcha. E a marcha tinha 100 mil pessoas. Então demorou para o avião passar por toda a marcha. E ele se emocionou profundamente ao ver aquela manifestação do povo brasileiro.
And so the pilot actually wanted to tell him a story when he was flying to Brasilia in 1997 when they were honoring the people who were massacred. And he was flying into Brasilia and he saw these thousands and thousands of people marching. And he was very emotional about it.
Enfim, e ele cumprimentou o militante fazendo jus a essa lembrança. A história é porque nós ainda conseguimos comover boa parte da sociedade brasileira, porque as pessoas sabem que existe muita terra concentrada. Então, por mais que a grande imprensa nos hostilize, o exemplo da organização social e o exemplo da luta comum, não autoritária, enfim, ela ainda é capaz de não só mover apoio, mas mover adesões, engrossar as fileiras do movimento.
And so it is a way in how people the pilot wanted to congratulate him and say, it's great, you're part of this movement and all that, and it was really interesting to know that how people perceive the movement. And is because a lot of people know that the land is concentrated in the hands of the few. A lot of people know this. So you show yourself out there, not just to gain support, but to draw them into the struggle, and they come and be part of your movement.
Nós fazemos trabalho voluntário nas periferias urbanas, de limpeza, de painelismo, como o Movimento de Justiça de Bairros tem um painel muito bonito do Movimento Zapatista lá no Harlem, que eu vi. Nós fazemos isso.
And so we do a lot of volunteer work. We do to different neighborhoods and do cleanup work. We fix windows and for example, we do murals. And I saw the mural at El Barrio yesterday, Zapatista mural, which is really beautiful, and I loved it. And so we do that type of work a lot.
E quem entra no movimento tem uma perspectiva de formação muito diferente do que quem não está dentro. Discussões de gênero, discussões de questão racial, discussões de classe, sobre questão agrária, que abrem muitas perspectivas de atuação e de participação para as pessoas.
So those who enter the movement start getting a different perspective on how they see things, and a lot of things are discussed. So we start talking about gender issues, race issues, class issues, land reform. So the person starts becoming educated, which is a type of education somebody who's not in the movement is not getting.
Por fim, o nosso desafio é sempre superar a pauta econômica, porque se nós paramos na pauta econômica, a pessoa conquista a terra e nada muda. In your way of thinking, né? Nada muda na maneira de pensar, nada muda então nós temos que mudar a maneira de agir, e nós tentamos não instrumentalizar nada. A gente tenta não instrumentalizar nosso teatro, nossa música, nossos filmes. Nós não queremos fazer um teatrinho, just a little theater, um teatro reduzido. A gente tem que fazer algo que mostre que é possível sempre uma outra sociedade, e não a mesma que a gente já tem.
And so we understand that just struggling for land is enough, that we just get a little piece of land. Well, the global economy doesn't change. You know, that's a reality. We have to talk about that. So it's not only about the land, it's about changing the way of thinking, the way of interacting with each other. And like our theater is not about showing this little theater that is cute and quaint and all that, but showing the idea, the concept that another way of life is possible, that we can move forward.
It's a great transition to our last responder.
Impossible. So that's a good place to start. I can't allow my sense of honor and inspiration to be an obstacle to intimacy. Often at these gatherings, theater does end up feeling cute, as you suggest, or small relative to the great projects that we have going on here. But I have to trust Melanie's intuition and assume that we share space on this stage. In saying this is how we do it, I have to believe that the we includes culture. I think the it that we are trying to do is global social transformation to the aim of justice. This is impossible. We will only achieve the impossible together. My culture, my theology, and my politics will all have to change in order for the world to change essentially. At moments like this, we rehearse tools of assessment. How do we know that we're moving forward? And how may we know that we're moving forward together? I think it may have something to do with the works of mercy, or how we address the body. Food and shelter, and clothing, and burial of the dead. I've heard stories of brave work toward material change. I'm interested in a theater that also addresses material change, food and shelter and burial of the dead. My culture, my theology, and my politics have all stopped talking about poverty. When my culture begins to address poverty directly and not theoretically, then I'll feel better about my space on the stage. But I have hope for this. I have hope for this. So to the question, and maybe a bridge between our practices. You've talked about specific actions, specific sudden actions, and conceptual frameworks, ways of organizing communities. I'm wondering about how you sustain material change over time. How do you, for example, do you occupy spaces for a long time? Do you build new spaces? Do you overtake spaces? Theater, the history of theater is marked by overtaking hillsides, overtaking bars, overtaking churches. We've become comfortable in our homes now, and I think we need to learn how to occupy new spaces. So perhaps we can learn from your own practices. This is my problem as a writer too, it's too many words.
Eric, can I ask a clarifying question?
Yes.
If Rafael and Zaki were to talk about what happens after the occupation,
Yeah.
would that speak to, like, what happens the day after, the year after?
Just that, and how do you live a long life inside your movement?
Eu falei, tá alto, né? Eu falei em teatrinho como um exemplo do que nós queremos evitar no sentido da instrumentalização das linguagens, de fazer algo de efeito imediato e panfletário apenas, porque a nossa preocupação é que a gente tem que... Não.
I spoke about the little theater as a tools of language of change, and I use that language because our worries are.
Porque também na arte a nossa questão é não alienar no trabalho, mas como não apenas capacitar, mas formar, para que as pessoas entendam o que é a linguagem teatral, ou audiovisual, ou musical, na sua maior amplitude, e não na menor amplitude.
And our goal is that of forming a person, not just educating them with facts, but a way in which the language of music and theater can be understood and shared.
O nosso contraponto é sempre as formas de trabalho e os resultados estéticos do espetáculo. A gente tenta sempre priorizar os processos de trabalho e o resultado formativo desses processos e não sacrificar o modo de trabalho para ter um produto apresentável, como é muito comum nas escolas.
So the point of it is the process. When we do theater, is what the process is rather than what the result is. We don't worry too much about having this beautiful play at the end. We want to have it's a beautiful process how we get there, how people participate.
Do you build new houses? Do you cultivate new farms?
Yeah. Mas nós sabemos que nós não temos condição de inventar a partir do presente. A gente precisa recuperar formas que inclusive foram sendo esquecidas, para aprender com elas. Então, do ponto de vista da dramaturgia, uma questão que a gente se coloca que é a questão que o Brecht se colocava em alguma medida, como não é só representar as forças que oprimem o mundo, mas como representar um mundo em contradição que pode ser diferente.
It is not just finding a solution of the here and now. We have to remember how things were, the ways that were, and how the learning process is, and to represent the future of what could be, of where things are going. Am I getting it?
Muitas vezes a produção cultural se antecipa na formulação de contradições que as reuniões políticas ou os documentos políticos ainda não percebem como problema, como a questão racial, ou como a questão de gênero no movimento. As peças, os painéis expuseram os limites da nossa forma de organização antes que esses limites aparecessem na forma de organização do movimento.
So we have these working panels, and we try to come up with what the limits are before they get represented in the larger movement. We have to come up with ways of thinking new solutions before they come in the global movement.
E as trocas, eu não sei se as trocas, cada território, nós pensamos o território como um espaço que tem que ter cultura, que tem que ter educação, que tem que ter, mas não apenas para ter isso, mas para que a vida nesse local seja uma vida em que as pessoas tenham outra condição de formular o seu papel na sociedade, a sua forma de elaborar seus problemas, suas contradições. Para isso, em alguma medida, a arte é um elemento que permite que as pessoas organizem a sua experiência no mundo.
So in each sector, we have to have people that work in culture and education so that they can picture how things are going to change, how life is going to be, what the roles in society are going to be. And it's done through arts and culture.
Acho que essa questão, assim, a arte para a gente é um elemento mediador com a experiência. A arte permite que as pessoas se organizem, se situem no mundo. Nós temos muitos casos de depressão, de desistência, de derrotismo, de suicídio. E a arte não é um trabalho social, não é um trabalho de cidadania, mas é um trabalho de formulação sobre a vida num outro patamar de reflexão, numa outra perspectiva. Por isso a oposição talvez infeliz em relação a teatrinho que eu falei.
Art allows people to learn what the place in the world is, and it doesn't have necessarily a social function. There is a lot of bad things that happen in the world. We have repression and suicide and all these things, but we are more about life and what could be.
Yeah, that's a very critical question, but we need to answer. In South Africa, we have a very big problem in terms of when the government comes to the promises and when it comes to the constitution as well. Actually, we have a problem of land, and we also have a problem of economy. We also have a problem of education, a lack of skills. Those are the major problems that we have in South Africa. So, as Abahlali, we also have in mind trying to influence all those, like for instance, trying to influence the government to speed up the process of land reforms, because the evictions that we are facing is only because the most hectares of lands are still belong to the hands of individuals, as before, at the time of apartheid. Even the economy as well is still belong in the hands of the right. Let me put it that, of the left. Let me put it that way. We also wanted to influence the government to implement some kind of, mostly in education, to have a free education in South Africa. So those are the major problems that we are facing. So as a poor right now, our only major problem is land, because we don't have land where we can even just build on our own houses. Because most land are owned by the individual, by the business people, where our government is always trying to defend in terms of occupying the land, or in terms of invading the lands. So in terms of evictions, we normally used the laws on the justice and the constitutions that in favor of us, mostly the constitutions. The Constitution of South Africa says everyone has a right to shelter. Everyone has a right to houses, let me put it that way. So when we occupy the land, we are trying to express out that we need the land, we need a shelter, we need a decent houses, we need an adequate houses, as everybody lives in this area. So our struggle is not moving towards the services. We are also trying to expand ourselves by engaging some of the departments like education, some of the departments like land reforms, some of the departments like having an economy. So, in fact, we are not in the middle. We are not minimizing our struggle. We are trying to expand as much as we can.
So we haven't even broken this wall yet. But I'm looking at the time, and it's 2:30, and I know that we have some wonderful presenters that are going to present at 3. And so I feel like it would be nice, especially since most of us are going to actually continue to be together, and we'll be together on this break. If we could actually take a break now, so that we can stretch and go to the restroom, and so that our presenters at 3 o'clock can prepare. And I'm hoping that we'll find a way to break this wall in the next one and find more and more ways to bring in the whole room. Does that feel good to folks?
Yes.
Can you get a twinkle, thumbs up, something? Great. Okay. You know,